Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nalu. You can call me Ruthie. It does not matter, they're both my names. But today I'm gonna give you guys a little bit about myself and why I got adopted, because most people are really curious, like, yo, what is the reason you got adopted? And I'm here to share it with you guys. But before I do that, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. So let's get into it. A little bit about myself. I grew up with my little brother, my mom, and my dad. It was basically four of us. It was four of us in the house. We had everything we wanted. We had food on the table. We had basically, we was living a happy lifestyle. We were living comfortable. So that most of you may think, oh, maybe your dad was rich. No, he was not the richest man, but we did have everything we wanted. And but it all changed when he passed away. He got sick and he passed away, and it was just left with me, my mom, and my little brother. And at the time, as you guys know, my mom was not able to take care of me at the time because she didn't have a job. Her job basically was to stay home and take care of her husband and her kids. So when it comes to business, that was not something that she was into like that. And so it got to the point where she was not able to take care of me and my little brother. And when she would go out for, like, you know, the whole day, and it was just left with me and my little brother. But she would bring back home money and food, so, you know, at least we have something. But it also got to the point where she can no longer do that. She wasn't able to provide. So there's days that we'll go without having food and not knowing where we're gonna get our next meal. We went through that whole process, and that's why we ended up being in the orphanage. So being in an orphanage was not the worst thing that ever happened to me. It's not, to be honest. If you know me, you know that that's not the worst part of life that I went through. But in the orphanage, I was there with my cousins, my friends. So it was basically like a happy place for me. At that time, it was basically a happy place. I wasn't, you know, but it all got, there's like some days where it was depressing, because it was more depressing when it's like on V days. If you guys know what V days, it's like visitation days where kids' parents come to visit them. And to be honest, that was like the hardest day out of like the year for me, because I'm getting so emotional, because like my mom would never show up, and I would see other kids with I would see with other kids with their parents all having good times, and I like think to myself, like, I don't have that. Like, I didn't have that. And I'll see other kids enjoying their families, they're happy, and you know, their dad is around, their mom is around. And I know you guys are probably like, it's the orphanage, they shouldn't have parents, right? But no, it wasn't that type of orphanage. It was like, you know, even the kids, it was more like a school, but it was named like an orphanage. I don't know why. But so we ended up there. So that was the hardest day of my life, because I'll see other kids with their parents, and my parents, I don't have, like, my mom, she would never, she didn't come. And when she came, she didn't have anything with her, because she didn't really have anything to give us. So it got to the point where she didn't even bother showing up, because I feel like she felt embarrassed that she was not able to take care of her kids. And you know how people talk, so it was more easier for her to not show up. And so I got to the point where it's like, on that day, the V-days where other kids get presents, get food, they get money, I got into a habit of like stealing people's like food, you know, like soap, you know, toothbrush, toothpaste, all like the toilet paper, like stuff like that, so I could like, because you need that in that school, you need that to survive. So I got to like taking kids food, like, you know. And I know you guys are like, Nalu, you bad for that, but I did it for a good reason. And I know I don't steal, but I did back then. But I did it for a good reason. So I would steal that stuff, and I'll give it to my little brother, and I basically like lied to him that mom came over and she bought him that. But we all know the truth. The truth is I was basically stealing and giving it to him. So he was a baby, he was young, so but I wanted him to be happy, and I didn't want him to see our mom like that, right? So I had to be the one to, it was basically a pretty lie, so I had to like do that for him. And I would write notes like, oh, I love you, like, you know, like. And then when he comes, he's like, oh, Nalu, mom came but I didn't see her. And I'm like, dang, you missed her, she was just right here, but she left this for you. And he'll be so happy, and that brought joy to my heart to know that, you know, at least he's happy, at least he's happy. But anyways, so my mom couldn't take care of me, and I had to do that. But it all changed when the Muzungus, the white people, came, and they're like, my parents now, they're looking for kids to adopt. And thank God they picked me and my brother, and then of course my cousins too, but now my siblings, but they picked them too, and we got adopted. So that's my story, and I just wanted to share it to you guys, because, you know, I get asked this a lot, so I figured why not share it with y'all. But hopefully you guys now know a little bit about me. But with that all being said, everything happens for a reason, and I'm so grateful for everything that I went through and I'm still going through. But at the end of the day, that's the direction that God wanted me to take in order for me to be here. So I am thankful. But anyways, hopefully you guys find this interesting. But anyways, if you guys have any questions, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe and all that good stuff. Until next time, see ya, bye.